Hey, my birdies. Insomnia sucks. Insomnia is like the worst thing, man. I'll tell you. Because it's one thing to like it's one thing to like not be able to sleep, but it's another thing to just like be at this point where you're like awake and yet you're also like it's also way too early to do anything, and like the whole world's asleep. You can't interact with anybody, and you're just kind of like, I know I'm not going to fall back asleep. And it's like, what are my options? Realistically. Alright, let's go over my options. I can lay here, jiggling my leg, which is another fucking problem that I have. Fucking restless leg syndrome or whatever. Yeah, I'm a real piece of work. I'm like, yeah, I mean, fuck. I hate to tell you this, ladies. I'm not a very good sleeper. I have a tendency to like jerk and have nightmares and stuff. So if anybody's interested in this, know that we're gonna have to. I mean, maybe I'll chill out eventually, or maybe it's just part of like being by myself or whatever. But like, I don't know. I'm just not a great sleeper. I think I snore too. I think it was worse when I drank. I think when I drank, I could fucking saw logs. I think when I drank, I think I could saw logs and like fucking knock the house down, but I think I still do, especially in LA. For some reason I get some sniffles here. I was mentioning that with another video. But anyway, so yeah, there's that. As if you needed another reason to not want to like be in bed with me. But yeah, insomnia sucks because it's like I'm laying here and all I can do is think about all the amazing shit I could be doing, except it's just too early. There's just nothing. I can't. I guess maybe technically I don't have insomnia because I did sleep for like, I guess probably like 2 hours, 3 hours, but like now I'm awake and I know that I'm not going to be able to go back to sleep. And I know I do it to myself. And don't say something like, oh, we'll drink some more milk. No, nobody says that anymore. I like warm milk. It's gross, but like when it gets that skin on top, it like tastes good to me. I don't know why. Anyway, yeah, or say, oh, smoke some pot. No. If I smoke some pot, my brain will just be like off to the races. Like that shit doesn't. I know, and I understand that there's like different kinds of pot, but the only kind of pot that I have is this. It's this amazing pot. I don't know. I love it so much, and I don't know how to get more because my neighbor has it. It's like junk pot that his friend like grew, and it was like just like a bunch of pot and sent him like a garbage bag full of pot. So I don't know, and I'm not gonna tell you which neighbor, and you don't know where I live, so I don't want this to be a problem for anybody. But yeah, he lives like three blocks from me, and it's a she. Anyway, but if they have like a garbage bag full of pot, and it's like, I mean, I'm like literally a garbage bag, and so I'm just like, I love this stuff. This stuff, and the funny thing is I don't smoke that much. For me, I take a little tiny pinch. I've made this cool pipe that I went and I bought one of those drain covers with a little mesh on it, and I just cut the mesh out of it, and then like took some wire and slashed it together and made this pipe with this little mesh on top of it. And so it's got this like really like when you suck on the pipe, it's this really like gentle draw. So it pulls all the smoke in, but it doesn't pull the ash in. The ash just falls to the bottom of the pipe. And so it's like really nice. And it's just like, but I could just smoke this tiny little pinch of pot, like little, like just barely anything, and it just that's exactly what I need to just kind of keep my brain interested when I want to get high, you know, like it's just enough. Like I mean sometime I want to like hang out with some people and do like some bomber fucking joints, or like hit a bong really hard and just like get super stoned and just be like, ooh, oh, I'm so stoned. But like for me, I basically use it as like a tool and as like a way to cope with things, and it works really well. So I want to keep it the way that it is. So I just need my little sprinkle of pot every so often, and I'm cool. So, but anyway, well, the thing is about it, it's junk pot, and it just makes me think, and it makes me excited to do stuff. So it doesn't make me sleepy at all, and it does make me hungry though, which is a pain in the ass. But I'm kind of getting a handle on that too, as long as I just kind of like keep popsicles around. So, but now, anyway, so now it's like 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I got another day to like hang around the house, which is cool. Just gotta figure out how best to use it. I guess I could make more videos. I'm getting kind of like sad about the videos though, because nobody seems to watch them, and they're really good. I think some of them are like really good. Like some of them I'm like watch afterwards, and I'm like, damn, this guy's good. And then I'm like, wait, that's me. And it's weird because I have never spent this much time looking at myself, because I don't really like the way that I look. But since I've been doing these videos, I've been watching them, and like, I don't know. I mean, whatever. I mean, I could be worse. I could be the worst looking guy. This isn't so bad. You know? I mean, I'm not gonna start dancing in my underwear. Shit, now I'm gonna have to dance in my underwear since I said that. Alright, that's a couple of videos down the line though. But, like, you know, I'm gonna take care of myself. I'm pretty amusing. I mean, that's your mileage may vary as far as that goes, but like I think I'm pretty amusing. Um, I tell pretty good stories. Sometimes I tell some good jokes. I mean, and they're not jokes. See, so I've always kind of thought that I should do stand-up comedy, but like it's one of those things where it's like if I did it and I failed, it would be just like so. It would take me so long to get over that. I don't know, but I'm just pretty sure I wouldn't fail. Actually, I'm pretty sure I would just get up there and just start going. Like, I don't know. I think I would just either I would. I mean, I guess I could just freeze up, but I have a tendency. I don't really do that. I think I could just talk about stuff like I talk about stuff here. And basically what I would do is I would just like forget the audience is there and just fucking go into my head. Man, you should have heard this thing I did today when I was playing when I was doing the dishes. I just wrote an entire Tennessee Williams play. Wrote and starred in a whole one-man show, Tennessee Williams play. That was like everything. Why, Mabel, it is so good to see you. Darling, you are looking just fine as a peach. See, you know what, actually, I'm trying to do it now. I was in the moment, but it was amazing. If you had like recorded me, it would have been cool. That's the thing. I need to be surprised. See, maybe I wouldn't be good at stand-up comedy because when I try to do stuff, see, whenever I try to like act or do something, like it just has to be natural. That's when it's funny. But if I like try to do it for like a camera, I mean, this is different though, because I'm just talking. Like one thing, I was watching this Redhead Redemption, and God, she's just so fucking cool. She's just like so smart. I just cannot she's so smart and just like so. I just cannot take my eyes off her. I mean, she's just like, just this. She's got this charisma that just comes out of the screen, and it's not just the boobs. Or like that she's pretty. I mean, she's not even pretty like how I like. Like I really just do not like long hair like hers. It just really turns me off. But like she's just so smart and so like lovable and like, and she's so honest about everything. It's just so nice to see, There are other like pretty girls on the internet. Oh yeah, are there other pretty girls on the internet? That's crazy talk. What do you mean other pretty girls on the internet? What are you talking about? Oh, I'm gonna fuck everything up. I'm gonna flip the camera over. Now what do you think? What are we gonna do? It's gonna be halfway through the thing and we're gonna be all like, what the fuck? Yeah, I mean, there are other pretty girls on the internet, but you can kind of tell that they're just, like, being pretty, or they're being funny, or they're being wacky because they're being wacky. But, like, for her, she's, like, just so fucking funny and so fucking real, and it's, like, it's just a breath of fresh air, She's not Jenny Marbles, for fuck's sake. Although Jenny Marbles is really hot too, but and I don't think that she's not cool, and I don't think that she's like not genuine, but like I don't know, there's just something about Redhead Redemption. Wait, why was he even talking about her? Shit, man, I don't even remember why I was talking about her. This is bad. And I know you're gonna be like, Kevin in LA, this is smoking the wacky tobacco, you're gonna lose your memory. Now, I've been losing my memory for a long time. I don't know. It's kind of scary. Like, I mean, I mean, I think everybody, like, walks into a room and forgets why they came into it, but, like, I don't know. Sometimes I, like, forget weeks. I don't know how much I'm supposed to remember. You know, that's the thing about life. You know, nobody gave me an instruction book for this shit. My brain, you know, it's like, what, how much, I mean, like, what are my memories supposed to, like, remember? You know? Sorry, I hate when my fucking hair does this. I don't have any hair, but it's still, ugh. See, I was looking like a fucking idiot. Stop! Alright. You know, like, how many memories are you supposed to be able to have? And, like, how are you supposed to, like, bring them up? Like, if I think about what happened, if somebody says to me, hey, what'd you do last week? And I'm like, fuck, what was last week? Give me some context clues, you know? Like, I can't even really think of anything. Is that how it's supposed to be? Or am I supposed to have this, like, genuine, like, instant recall of everything that I did last week? Like, I know where I am. I know who I am. I know what my address is. I know, like, most of the major incidents of my life. I know most of my phone numbers I need to know. So, like, is that enough? Yeah, maybe that's enough. I'm not going to worry about it. As long as I'm happy in the moment, you know? I mean, it's just my life, right? So many times I think we forget about that. Like, we get all hung up on, like, well, what about tomorrow? What about yesterday? What about all this shit? Nah, you know what? It's like right now, you know? I mean, tomorrow is kind of important because it's going to be now, that soon. But, and yesterday, fuck it. I mean, there's really, literally nothing you can do about it. Like, sometimes it just shocks me that, like, I'll, like, be standing there and I'll be like, boom. This is this moment that I'm in right now. I can't get back any of the moments that I had before, and all the moments that are in front of me are still to come. All I have is this 1 second. Boom. And this is it. You know, it's like life is this, like, slice of onion skin. Life is this, like, animation cell that you're sitting on, and it's just one after another. Except it's like perfect. There's no stuttering because it's one after the other. I had this whole theory about time being like a wave. Like actually time, we actually exist like a big jello, and like time is just this sort of like wave that goes through the jello back and forth. And so right now it's heading on a forward track through this amount of stuff, and then it's gonna bloop hit the other side, and then it's gonna bloop come back through. And you're like, oh, Kevin in LA, you just thought of that when you were stoned. I don't know, man. I don't think I did. I think I thought about it when I was on the street and I wasn't stoned. I think I was drinking a cup of coffee, and I was just like, you know, maybe it's just like this. Bloop, bloop. So, fuck you. Maybe that's exactly what it's like. Or maybe it's not. I mean, it's probably not. It's probably something else. Ugh. Jeez, don't even get me started about that, you know? It's like, I could go on forever about, like, what the universe is, and what time is, and what you and I are, and, like, what do we mean to each other? Like, what difference does it make? Like, really, seriously, I was sitting here in front of the computer tonight, and I was, like, typing something, and then I stopped, and I sat here, and I was like, what difference does it make? And then I was like, I could just stand up right now and just fucking blow my brains out. Well, I don't have any guns. See, that's the thing. That's why it's so good that I don't have that. That's why guns are dangerous. Because I just had this thought. I was like, what difference does it make? You know, if I just ended it right now, it wouldn't make a goddamn bit of difference. And if I had had a gun, maybe I would have been that step closer to actually doing something about it. But but I don't think that way. I mean, I think what difference does it make is that for this sliver in time, I'm really happy. For this sliver in time, I can do something for somebody else. And this sliver in time, I am who I am, and you are who you are, and we are all part of this giant blob of jello that's going bloop, bloop, back and forth. And that's enough, you know? It's enough to be that. It's enough to be that. Oh, God. Why isn't she in love with me? God damn it. You know what? If I was her, I'd be in love with me. Man, if I was her, I would like come to my house, knock on the door tomorrow and say, hey, you're coming with me. And then I would take me back to some place and just fuck the shit out of me, and then lay with me and say, oh, Kevin in LA, it took us a while to figure this out, but I think we're gonna have a lot of fun together. And then I would say, you person that you are, I think we're gonna have a lot of fun too. And then we would. From that moment on, that's all we would have to do. Actually, fuck it, yeah. I mean, even with this book, which I guess I got a little overexcited about the book. I got really overexcited about the book. I got really overextended in myself. I was sure that as soon as somebody read it, they would be like, okay, we gotta like give this guy the chance to write a sequel, and we gotta get the Netflix people on the line, because this is some cool shit right here. This is the coolest shit we've ever read. I thought for sure that was gonna happen, but it didn't. And that's okay. I'm hoping something will come out of it. But I think I'm going to have to work my ass off to make it happen. But even if it doesn't, something's going to happen. Even if it doesn't, I don't know. But man, if she would come here and pick me up, take me home and fuck me, and then I don't know why I keep saying that part. That part's like important, I guess. But like, if that would just happen, and we would just like start planning the rest of our lives together. And see, I said life first because it would be one life, and it would be fun, and it wouldn't have to be what everybody thinks it would have to be. It wouldn't have to be fucking marriage and kids. I mean, I guess it could be. I mean, if that's what it became and I was happy, that's fine. But it doesn't have to be that way. Because they can't tell you what you can do with your life. This is the problem. This is the problem, people, birdies. We let them, whoever they are, tell us what we're supposed to do. We let the big book of etiquette tell us how to live our lives. And I don't know who wrote the big book of etiquette, and I don't know who told that bitch. I do know who wrote the big book of etiquette, because we used to have a copy. And it was the most fucking annoying thing I've ever seen in my life. It was thick and awful. But we don't have to let them tell us what to do. We can do whatever we want. You don't have to wear a tie to work tomorrow. Why would you? The tie is the stupidest thing that was ever invented. I think they look nice. I think they look cool. I think the guy with a tie on looks great. I think it's a nice piece of ornamentation. But it is not something that makes you one kind of person or another kind of person. If you have the only thing that you are, and this is not new to me, but like, this is the shit that they've been saying forever, and this is the shit that I've known forever, but like, the only thing that we are is what's here and what's in our hearts. We're this floating around bit of consciousness that's stuck in a meat puppet. I mean, this is the thing. This is, everybody gets this. Everybody gets this, but nobody does anything about it. And we can change it if we want to. We don't have to be like this. It's scary. It's not easy, but you can change shit that you don't like. Everything is beautiful and within your grasp if you will take it. I'm taking it. I mean, and you're like, Kevin in LA, you still only have $6 in your cash bank account. Well, who the fuck cares? I don't need it right this second. Right this second. You know what I'm worried about right this second? The fact that I've been talking for 26 minutes. And that's too long for a video. But I don't care. I'm going to keep talking for at least a couple minutes more. That's the important thing right now. Because it's the moment. It's what's the moment. And what am I going to do tomorrow? Or today? I don't know. Maybe I'll get a knock on my door from that girl. I doubt it. She technically should know where I live. She did drop me off one time. I don't know. What are you gonna do today? I know if you have been listening to me this long, you're not off to a good start. Because there's better things you could be doing than listening to me for 27 minutes, 28 minutes now. But, I mean, if you are listening to me still, then, alright. I'm in it with you, baby. Let's do it together. Whoever you are, I don't care. Whoever you are, I love you. I just want you to know that. I love you. And you and me, we can make the world better if we just do it. It doesn't have to be bad. Everybody can be happy. I really believe that. I believe in a lot of things. I don't tell people about most of the things that I believe in. I know for a fact that it's still too goddamn early to be up, but I'm not going back to sleep. I guess I'll get started editing my book. Because somebody's going to read this book and they're going to love it. And people they're going to make a movie out of it, and it's going to star somebody, I don't know, some dumb person who shouldn't play the part, but I don't even care. Because that's my dream. Alright, my birdies. I love you. This is my first half-hour video. I will see you in the funny papers.